Hello, this is Rosemary Pacheco for Seen and Heard Motif Magazine. This is the film news online. Wanted to talk about Anthony Demming's Coda, Children of the Asylum, is going to premiere at the Scene Festival. That's going to be April 27th, and it is directed by Skip Shea. Mary Kelleher DeBerry was the producer on this film, and she's also writing a stage adaptation for the movie. So this is kind of cool because Mary's very talented, multi-talented, and she's writing the stage adaptation, and she also produced the entire film, everything from catering to wardrobe to running auditions. She even appeared in the film in the opening scene. So we'd like to congratulate Skip and Mary and Tony on that film that's coming out in Scene April 27th, and that would be 5:30 at the Columbus Theater. Newport The Series. This is the series I told you about where Tom Erb is producing it, and it is about paintings. This is episodes, web series based on paintings by William Haight. He is a Newport painter, Newport artist. He did a series called Newportant People. And this web series is kind of interesting. I have 3 friends in it. I can't wait to see it. They started filming yesterday, so we're going to look forward to that and bringing this Newport life to scene in Newport The Series. I want to talk about the guys from 989 for a second. Anthony Ambrosino. He just AD'd on a film called New Shoes. And the reason why I'm talking about New Shoes is it is a student from RISD. Her name is Carolyn Colton. Very talented girl. She hired casted one of our kids from the New England Kids Actors Group. Little girl named Nikki Sarmiento. Her nickname is Nikki Gem. She stars in this film, and it's a great film. It's about the loss of innocence of a young child who is witnessing, I want to say, the breakdown of a marriage, witnessing some unpleasant things, and it all centers around an afternoon buying new shoes. Okay, and pretty soon we have a film coming out called Transsexuals from Space. This is by Brina Healy. She's from Massachusetts, but she did cast some Rhode Islanders in her film. This is kind of a crazy film. It's kind of a black and white spoof. It's almost like Ed Wood meets sci-fi, meets Barbarella. It's pretty interesting. It's gonna premiere very soon. When we get the premiere date for Transsexuals from Space, we'll let you know. Should be an interesting evening to view that film, and we'll look forward to that. Sometime last fall, I met a couple of guys that were really interesting, very young guys, Sean Manchester and Brian Bouye. Sean runs SM Entertainment and Brian runs Root Beer Studios. They're having a back-to-back premiere of these 2 films. Root Beer Studios made a film called Famous, and Sean made a film called The Next Step. It is a zombie film. I actually appeared in that film, and I was just starting to act again, and it was kind of a fun little part as a government agent. And I really noticed how hardworking they're so young, and they're so hardworking, and they're so determined to get their films out there. So I thought I'd give them a plug and wish them well on their back-to-back premiere. I'd like to talk about Julian Marshall. He's a graduate of RISD. He's now residing in New York, and he's at the helm of his own production studio, but he recently did a narrative film on an artist called Shepard Fairey, who is from Providence as well. Apparently the film raised $65,000 on Kickstarter, and he had about 6 weeks to get this together, and he built an elaborate set and a huge billboard, and apparently it's something to see. It debuted online April 15th, and it's a really interesting film, so you should take a look at that. And another thing I'd like to mention is a film. There's a film series coming to the cable car cinema. It's by Gather, and what it is they have a bunch of films that people ask to see, and they will bring it to your city if you register, and it depends on how many people want to see these certain films. So we have a film called The Deep coming here, and a film called The Iceman. Both look to be very interesting films. You can look them up on IMDb. you can go and see these films for free. You just have to register online to do so. So we thought that was kind of a cool thing, and we hope that we can have more people go to the Gather site and ask them to bring more films like this to Rhode Island, because it's interesting. And it's free, so what's better than free? I just wanted to mention an anthology of horror tales that are coming up by Frank Difficult, and they're called Difficult Tales. This is sort of a cross between, I want to say, pop art, Andy Warhol meets H.P. Lovecraft. It's told in a very bold, experimental style. I think people are going to love it. I mean, I can't wait to see it. So we'll look forward to Frank Difficult and his Difficult Tales. And last but not least, I wanted to mention that we will be doing some film reviews, and myself and Nick Iandolo, and we're going to be doing film reviews once a month called Take Two, and it'll be interesting because we don't usually agree, so it should be loads of fun to see where we go with the different films that we review. So follow us on Take Two and get your information about films that are playing currently in theaters. It'll be a lot of fun. And this is Rosemary Pacheco for Scene and Heard Motif Magazine. See you next time.